Hi guys, it's Brenda and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about my experience with intermittent fasting and my trials and errors with it. So I wish I could play some music and have some kind of something in the background, but if I do that, you will get about 20 minutes of me singing. I'll be doing karaoke and busting out some lame ass dance moves. So we're going to keep it to just me talking. All right. Okay. So first of all, intermittent fasting. It's not a diet. Some people, for some reason, get that confused. It is not a diet. It is just an eating pattern. It's a style of eating. For instance, the way I have been doing it is a 16-hour window of fasting and an 8-hour window of eating. That's the way I started off doing it. So I wouldn't eat anything all day until 12 o'clock at noon, and then after 8 p.m., no more food. So between the 8 hours of 12 and 8, I would fit in all of my macros for the day. And I did pretty good staying on track. I've done pretty good staying on track. I actually just recently started doing 18-hour fasting and 6-hour window for eating. So far, so good. This is my second day doing it. So I'll keep you guys updated on how it goes. Okay, so just to let you know, this is my second trial of intermittent fasting. I tried it for the first time last year in December. I did it for the entire month of December. And let me tell you guys, it did not work for me the first time around. I was moody. I was always hungry. I was hangry. I was basically hangry until I ate. And then when I was ate, I was happy. But, you know, I have a regular day job where I deal with people on a regular basis. And being a hangry beast is not the optimal situation to be in when you deal with personalities. Let's put it nicely and say different kinds of personalities. So after December, and I decided that it wasn't for me at that point, that maybe I'll give it another trial in the future. But in December, it just did not work for me. So I just went back to my regular eating patterns of eat when I'm hungry. But what I did notice the first time around, even though I didn't see a lot of weight loss on the scale, I got some pretty crazy muscle gain. I noticed some things that I hadn't seen before during that time. So that's why the scale wasn't moving in my favor. I was gaining muscle. And I didn't think about it at that point. But now when I look back on it, that's exactly what happened. That's why the scale wasn't moving in my favor. I was going really intensely at the gym, as I usually do. But yeah, I gained quite a bit of muscle in December. Yeah. So I started intermittent fasting again, I'm gonna say mid-May. I decided to give it another try. Is it? Yeah, mid-May I decided to give it another try. And I started with the 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of eating. And within the first 3 weeks, I started dropping weight again. And I was extremely happy about that because I broke a plateau that I had been on for 10 months. I was around the same weight for 10 freaking months. Do you know how frustrating that is when you know you've been staying on track with your diet and you've been killing yourself in the gym? I was seeing changes in my body. My pants need like an extra loop in the belt. Yeah, so I was losing fat, but it wasn't reflecting on the scale. And for 10 months, that was my struggle. So although I was happy with what I was seeing in the mirror, but the changes I was seeing, it was just a little frustrating and discouraging to see the scale not move. So I decided to change up my eating pattern again and see if that would like maybe kickstart something. And that's exactly what happened. So I was super stoked when I finally broke through my plateau. And so far, I haven't gone back up. So, yay! So, there are, I've done some research on intermittent fasting thanks to my friend Jack Kutzman. We talk a lot about intermittent fasting. Me and him have had some very extensive conversations on the benefits of intermittent fasting and what he does, what I'm doing, what I need to do to change things up, you know, to keep my body at that weight loss that I want. So the idea for this video actually came from him. I have a list of things that I want to talk about with you guys, but I wasn't really sure what to talk about with you guys this week. And he said, you know, dude, you just started intermittent fasting again. So why don't you talk about that? Talk about your experiences with it since the first time you tried it didn't work and this time it is working for you. So I'm like, oh, why did I think of that? Yeah, so thank you, Jack. So yeah, there's a lot of benefits. It really does help your brain function. It benefits. It affects your human growth hormone, which is the HGH. It increases, and so it benefits fat loss and muscle gain, which is awesome. It also drops your insulin levels, and it makes your sort of body fat more accessible, which is also awesome. Which, you know, it lends into the weight loss, the fat loss. Cellular repair happens when you're fasted, which is the recovery process, you know, of everything you put your body through when you're working out, which is also awesome. Yes, awesome is my favorite word. Hence, awesomebv on Instagram and Snapchat. Yeah. It also helps reduce inflammation. Amazing for me because I have 2 bad knees, and I have noticed that I don't get a lot more swelling like I used to, which is yay. I didn't say it. Yeah. It's just possibly prevent cancer at some point. I mean, they're still doing research on that, but I mean, come on. Yeah. It helps brain health. And let's see here. It's anti-aging. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I want to say young. Don't we all? But for me, it's the simplicity. Honestly, I just appreciate the fact that I don't have to sit here and keep track of everything I'm eating. Like, have I had my 4th meal? Have I had my 5th meal? Have I had my snack? You know, and all of that. So when it comes to the intermittent fasting, I just stick, you know, to that 6-hour window that I have right now. And I do 2 really big meals, and that's it. Like, I open up my fast, you know, my eating pattern, my eating window with a pretty big meal that has everything that I need in it from, you know, the fats, the protein, the carbs, if I'm doing carbs that day. And it's a pretty caloric meal because that's the way I do it to get all my macros in. I hit every single one of my macros daily, even though it's only a 6-hour window. Well, it was an 8-hour window, but now it's 6. So it's just easy for me. It's I work a job that keeps me busy constantly all day, and it's hard for me sometimes to keep eating because I'm so busy doing one thing or another. And there were times that I didn't mean to fast. I wasn't on a fasting diet, but I ended up fasting anyway because I got so caught up in meetings and interviewing people and processing paperwork, the life of an HR person. So it was just really difficult for me to get all my meals in. And this works out for me perfectly. Today, I opened my window of eating at almost 2 p.m. And now I have until, 6, 8 to eat my last meal, which is awesome because that'll be a good dinner. I stopped on the way home at the grocery store and I bought myself a little snackety snack to have with dinner. Halo Top ice cream. Yay. That's also a very Jack Huntsman snack. Yeah. But yeah, it's just the simplicity for me. It's the biggest benefit, honestly, for me. It's the simplicity of being able to just, not have to constantly be eating throughout the day when you're busy. I'm a very busy person throughout the day when it comes to my job. So for me to make sure that I'm eating all my meals, this works best. It's just easy. It really is. It's very easy. I'm more alert. Like I said, it helps brain function, so I'm more alert. There was a time when I started this round of fasting where I was doing a bulletproof fast. So I was actually doing my morning coffee, and I was adding, like the MCT oil and other stuff like maca powder and the mental mushrooms. I was doing all of that, which is, it was amazing coffee in the morning. It was like, yeah, it's amazing. But in talking to Jack, he asked me, I told him, I'm still not losing as much weight as I could be. He asked me, are you doing a straight fast or are you doing a bulletproof fast? I didn't even think of that. I told him, yeah, I'm doing the bulletproof fast. And he told me, when I'm trying to get fast results, I do a straight fast. And that's it. So I took his advice because he's the fast master. And I cut out my bulletproofs in the morning. So all I do is when I'm awake, and not eating, I drink black coffee. I drink teas that are that have nothing in it, like nothing that would add calories to it. I drink a crap load of water, but I already drink a lot of water anyway, so it's cool. Because I drink at least a gallon of water a day, and I'm in Arizona, and in the summer it goes up sometimes to 2 gallons of water a day because it's freaking hot. Today it's like 100 degrees outside right now, and it's only getting hotter, and we're only in June. So come July, I'm going to be melting away. But I'm getting off topic here. So yeah, that has been my experience with intermittent fasting. First time around, did not work for me. I didn't see results after 4 weeks of it. I gave it an honest trial. Didn't just do it 1 week and say, oh, it's not working, and just give it up. No. If you want to give something an honest trial, give it at least 4 weeks and see if it's going to work for you or not. And for me, this is sustainable. That's the biggest key. If it's not sustainable for you, don't do it. It's not going to work. You're going to get discouraged, and then you're going to quit. This is sustainable for me because I have such busy mornings at work that I don't even have time to think about what I'm going to eat. I honestly set reminders on my phone to remind me when my window is open for food. A pop-up will remind me, and it says, window opens, eat. I know it sounds silly, but when you're a busy person and you have so much going on, you don't think about that kind of stuff. So I need a little help assistance. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt to have a little assistance, right? So, anywho, I think that is pretty much all I wanted to share with you guys. If you want to do your own research on intermittent fasting, you're more than welcome to. There's lots of information on the internet, so have a crack at it. I hope that what I gave you, the information I gave you, was somewhat helpful as to my experience with it. So yeah, all right. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.